Hola, buenos dias. This is Kaypacha with the weekly Pele report for February 17th of 2015. I've got some new software here that I wanted to show you. What we've got now is the moon is in Aquarius. Wednesday, she goes into Pisces. Friday, she goes into Aries. Sunday, into Taurus. Next Tuesday, into Gemini. The big thing that's going on right now is that we have this new moon coming along, and I want to show you what a new moon really looks like with my fancy new software here. Can you see this? This is an alignment of the Earth with the moon and with the sun. And what we can do is just get this baby moving a little bit. I want to move it maybe like a half hour at a time. Now the Earth starts moving. Is this like cool or what? So as I'm talking here, you can see that now the new moon is past, right? Because it is past that alignment with the sun. And what you can also see here coming up is this Venus-Mars conjunction. If you take a line from the Earth, you can see that the moon is going to come into, and this is happening right now, Venus in alignment with Mars, not very far off from Uranus. You could draw a line right on through this whole thing here, and now by this time the moon has gone around, and we'll have, this is a few days from now probably, that moon is gone. So I want to just go back a little bit, include Saturn. As you can see here from the Earth, we also have Saturn at like a 90-degree angle from Neptune. So this is why we can say that Saturn is square Neptune. You see that? That's like a 90-degree angle there. What you don't see on this program actually is that the sign of Aries, would be back over here, which is basically the constellation of the bull, or Taurus, would be behind this lineup of planets going on. Yeah? So that's really a powerful thing. We can also say that on Monday, the sun is square Saturn. So you can see the Earth is gradually moving around here counterclockwise, and it's going to form a 90-degree angle between the sun and Saturn. So that's coming around. So you see, this is just it's an awesome way of looking at things. And you can see a little while ago, right, we had a sun opposite Jupiter because the Earth was right in between the sun and Jupiter. So I don't know, I just think this is a very cool program that I wanted to show you. There's lots of different things that you can do with this. I can turn this whole thing so that we're looking at it more from the top view. But what is actually even super cool is if we turn it so that we're really looking at it, there you can really see. I'm going to stop the viewer so it stops moving and go back to where we were originally. And I'm going to start this baby moving again. We can put it so that the Earth, here you go, now you can see the Earth is in this super straight alignment right there. See that? Earth, Venus, Mars, Uranus. Wow. Let me stand in front of the camera, stop with the software, and talk to you just about what all of that means.
Okay, hola. Another day, another Pele report. Wow. How about that new software? In fact, I'm going to finish this with another thing because I didn't do the Sun-Neptune conjunction or the Uranus square Pluto. I got to show you more of that, from the eagle eye perspective of the software. I love it. I want to start with the new moon. Hello, new moon. at 29 degrees, 59 minutes, 49 seconds of Aquarius. It's like the sun, you know, goes into, no, the moon goes into Pisces 10 minutes later, you know. It's just like, we are on the cusp, on the edge. The 29th degree of any sign is called a critical degree. When we have a new moon at a critical degree in the sign of Aquarius, to me that says it's critical. And this next month is a critical month when it comes to Aquarius. And what is this cusp between Aquarius and Pisces? I see Aquarius as science and Pisces as religion. We are right now on the cusp. The age of Pisces moving into the age of Aquarius is moving out of religion into science. But this is the merging of science and religion. So it's really powerful. It's very potent. And to me it says that this month is about, really, global consciousness. Pisces is the collective unconscious. I think Aquarius is the global conscious. Again, this is like right at the cusp. Sorry about that. It's almost like the river Styx in between this world and the other world, you know. So this new moon is sowing seeds, planting seeds that says we can now use technology, we can now use community, we can now use, you know, our third eye, Aquarius again, third eye, to peer into the future, to make magic, to, you know, shine light into the other side of the river Styx is the underworld, the collective unconscious. It's like making the collective unconscious conscious. And what's in the collective unconscious? Frickin' everything that's been stuffed, denied, suppressed. You got to watch out for the collective unconscious. There's a lot of delusions, there's a lot of illusions, there's a lot of wacky, crazy shit. And then the sun comes up to conjunct Neptune next week. I'll talk more about it next week. But I'll tell you what, this can be a time of psychotic forms of behavior. Because we are at that place now. Venus Mars is just moving into Aries, which is animal instinct and impulse. Spontaneous new desires that just emerge and erupt. And Pisces is chaos and the wild, the untamed with no limits and no boundaries. Oh my God. You know, and Aquarius is revolution and rebellion. I mean, you put all these three together, you know, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. The downside, we'd say that, you know, the downside of that coin, you know, is crazy, wild, explosive forces of behavior that suddenly erupt onto the scene. And when is that going to happen? Saturday. Because that's when the moon is in Aries, and that's when the moon comes around to Uranus and the south node of the moon, which is sudden, unexpected events of what? South node of the moon? Karmic causes. The causative factors here are from past life activities. So this is a very interesting karmic time where anything can fricking happen. It's wild. And it's not just wild. Because before the sun hits Neptune, it squares Saturn. We have a sun square Saturn going on here. And that Saturn is holding down the fort in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, you know, is about law. Natural law. Yeah, Saturn is about man-made laws. I don't know, this is an interesting time. I would say that there could be a clash, yes, between the religions or the authority figures or the military, you know, that is like, this is, Sagittarius is also belief systems. This can also, you know, mean fundamental belief systems coming in to provide order and structure and limitation to what otherwise would go zonker, bonker, wonkers. Now let's take the focus out of the collective and bring it inward. Because, we're not going to affect, the planet, planetary consciousness so much as we can with our own internal spiritual work. So as we do our own inner work and clean up our own act, we have a positive influence and impact on the whole collective consciousness. So, to look at it personally, it's late in the day. I just finished 2 chart readings. I usually do these paleo reports in the morning, so I'm a little on the burned out side. I just had to get this done before the sun goes down or I'm screwed. Anyway, personally, I've been talking about how we've got all these planets, going through Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces for the past couple of months. And now they're starting to emerge, right? Venus comes and Mars comes and, the moon comes. And so it's like we're coming out of that place where I said so much was going to be defined and kind of out of our control. And big hand of destiny, moving our lives. Well, now it's time to take back some control, right? Aries is I want, I need, I am. Yeah. So, now there's going to be this shift over the next couple of months where, yeah, it's time for us to decide, for us to act, for us to impact, and not be victims or martyrs or, overwhelmed, but like, so that, it's time. It's almost like the horses have been, it's like, if life is a horse race, the horses are gathering at the gate in Pisces, and, this weekend, bam, the gun goes off. The gates go open, and it's time. It's time to charge, man. Mercury went direct. Now Venus and Mars goes into Aries. The balls are going to start rolling. Sometimes they say heads are going to roll. Yeah, if you don't get the job done, Saturn and Sagittarius, if you don't do it the right way, you're fired. You may get fired, but better yet, quit. Because Aries takes charge. Aries takes control. Aries is the pioneer. You're not going to fire me. I'm going to quit. Aries likes to be first. You don't tell an Aries what to do, right? It's like, they feel it coming. It's like, oh, this isn't working so good. I'm going to get them before they get me. So the main thing to be, dealing with during this week, and this is what the mantra is about, yeah? With bold determination, I set my course and go, knowing that conscious attention will help me reach my goal. Key words in this mantra, conscious attention. Because it's very tempting to just impulsively, unconsciously act when we've got this kind of energy going on. Start arguments, fly off the handle, make breakups, and then, of course, there's also makeups, but things can happen suddenly and quickly, and, it's just like, it's time to be very alert and very conscious and try as much as is possible, to direct that flow a little bit and not just kind of like throw yourself unconsciously, into the ring so that you end up getting beat up. Yeah, if life is a boxing match, the bell just went off, and what you want to do is like walk into the ring, carefully, consciously, so that you don't get smackarooed. I suppose that's not the best image. You got the horse race, you got the boxing match, you got the, whatever. But yeah, it's time. It's an exciting time, It's exhilarating, and it's best to be a force of change rather than be forced to change. I'll remember that one. All right, one last time for the mantra. I gotta shut this thing off. Too silly today. With bold determination, I set my course and go, knowing that conscious attention will help me reach my goal. Namaste, aloha, so much love. Check out this software and see this thing again. Okay.
Okay, first let's start with the Sun conjunct Pluto. How do I do that? Yeah, here, put that so it looks cooler. We go like this. Do you see? We turn it around so that from the Earth, Sun conjunct Neptune. Yeah, there it is. Now you see, here it is. Now we turn the thing on so it gets going here. Right? Now the time is flying by, and you can see, pretty cool now, you see how the Earth is moving into this alignment so that the Sun is conjunct Neptune. I could speed it up a little bit, it's taking too long. It's late in the day. Okay, let's speed it up. Look how fast. That's Jupiter spinning. Look how fast Jupiter is spinning. Alright, well, we should be seeing the Earth move. The Earth moving? God, this is taking forever. Well, let me see. When is it? The Sun isn't conjunct Neptune. Okay, well, yeah, there it is right now. Alright. See that? This is a real live ephemeris. And now you can see that the moon, this is a Sun square moon because the moon is way over here. Sun square moon. So this is like next week. See that? Alright. Now before we close, we can also go like this. Oh God. What did I do? Shit. Actual time. I want to just close with the Pluto square Uranus. Do you see from up above? If we look at this, it's very interesting actually. We go like Uranus square Pluto. It doesn't even really actually look so much like a square, does it? It looks more like a square from Pluto to the Sun to Uranus, but not even so much from the Earth. Very interesting. Something for you to think about, dream about, and consider.